Meeting for February 2nd, 2023. Our first order of business is the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all for braving the goal. Is there any public comment that's not on the agenda? Well, you and Butch are only guests.
Okay, I have just one quick question. Brought to my attention, I just want to make sure that I'm saying it right. When we pay the dog's license, like I paid $5 stays to Highgate, correct?
$5 goes to the state from every dog.
Okay, goes to the state, and the other $8 goes where? That offsets our ACO fees. AC, Animal Control Officer. Okay.
Mailings, tags, my precious time.
Okay.
That bills.
If they pick up a house dog, boarding, food.
We don't make any money licensing dogs.
Right, I realize that. I just want to make sure that I've got somebody who's asking me about it. So it goes to the Animal Control Officer. Okay, I haven't had to raise the fees in several years because that amount has been sufficient. And they will cover all the costs associated with dogs. Okay. Very end, the books that I got, I've delivered 30 of them. I reminded them about the town meeting at 9 o'clock. And the tax sales, I told them I explained the T, the S, and the P, but a lot of them are doing the game plans, so I had some questions and I explained that to them as well. That's all I have.
Okay. All right, so moving right along, Ballard Road culvert replacement bids. So we have 8 bidders. Okay, you can open them, I'll open this. All over yeah, because there's only 2 of us tonight, so except for Chris, but he's virtual.
That's one of the best. No. Say what?
What's the name of the first bidder?
First bidder is Blue Mountain Trucking.
You said there was 8, right?
Yes. I thought you said there was 8.
I thought there was. Is it just 7? I only have 7 on the list, so that must be.
I have 8. Because I have let's see, 1 bid, 2 bid, 3 bid, 4 bid. 5 bids, did you have 3? Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
There's 7 on this list.
Okay.
Which one is missing? Just go ahead and tell us what you got.
Rights.
Yep.
Excavation.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do them in order. Do you have Blue Mountain Trucking? Blue Mountain Trucking. Okay. We got a bid of 92,222.
92, 222.
Yeah.
Okay, me and Billy both have very plugged ears, so you're gonna have to speak up.
Yeah, 92,222. Yeah. No notations or anything on it. All right. Now, Hiroshi's construction services, okay. 69,576 $25. Your check right now. So Dirt Tech is 73,500. Doug Roll, total job, 53,280. And you have stuff with you. Yep. And this is 65,000. 65,000.
Even 65,000.
Okay, Jay Hutchins, $123,000 even. Neil H. Daniels, doing business as Daniels Construction. 74,500. 74,500, yeah. Wright's Construction. Excavating is 60,500. You have one addendum here. Doug Rollo says on the bottom of his bid, if the town wants to buy the culvert, it's $22,759 less than his bid of $53,280. And that is assuming that the town gets a municipal discount on culverts. Would that be correct, Butch?
We got the same with the state bid of college. We got the price
If I can't recast, you mean?
Oh, that was the same one that did the. That's me.
You said much less. 22,759. So I would immediately knock off Hutchins and Blue Mountain Trucking. They are considerably more money than the others. And if you're continuing in that vein, you could do Neil Daniels and Durtech. They are both in the 70s. So that gives you DeRoche's Construction for $69,576, Doug Rollo for $53,280, Goodhue at $65,000, and Wrights at $60,500. Butch, what are your thoughts? Bid documents are pretty straightforward, so.
Capable, and we are working with Tyler Billingsley, the engineer, on this. So, any questions? He's answered all the questions so far.
We would send all the bids to Tyler and make sure they're all as they were supposed to be. But you could make your selection and you could verify if that's accurate.
Chris, do you have an opinion?
No, I think I'm in complete agreement with what you've talked about.
Okay, so we're going for low bidder. Okay, do you agree with that? Okay, low bidder, Chris?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we will award the bid to Doug Rollo, $53,280. And then we'll let you and Heidi decide whether the municipal can gain a discount in buying the culvert. We can, great. If we can't, we still are the low bidder. As long as Tyler approves Doug's proposal, we're good.
Okie. That was easy.
Yes, we go ahead and take a motion. I'll make a motion that we accept Doug Rollo bid. Want me to do the number 2? Yeah. At $53,280.
I'll second that.
Okay, all those in favor say aye. 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 Okay. Moving right along. Shelley.
Hello. There's a check mark.
Okay.
Any questions on that?
Good.
Nope.
Any questions for Shelley?
Nope.
I think he said no.
I said no.
Okay,
Okay.
sorry. We couldn't
That's
hear you. All right, so wanna make a motion to sign? I'll make a motion to sign.
I'll second.
Those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
While you're signing, quick update on the delinquent taxes. I know I gave you one in your email yesterday, but there's been a slight change. We are under 100,000 at this point in time. We're at $99,907.12.
Wow.
So, and I am expecting a few more payments to come in within the next week or two from the VHAP program that is still happening and is still continuing to assist people with paying their taxes. So if you know anybody still that is in a predicament and they cannot pay, I do have contact information for some free money. I will make sure there's no word.
And you don't hear those words out of Shelley's mouth very often. Free money.
Yes. No strings attached, free money.
Yeah.
Far between. That is all I have for you. The book, as you can tell, books were printed and delivered. They came out beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you to Ruth. They're always wonderful to work with. We have had great success with them. Turnaround time and the end product is always great. So I'm gonna have them do our book.
Okay. Thank you.
Before we move off Shelley, I just wanted to, Shelley had forwarded some information to me about benefits.
Yes.
Your budgeting. So is that something you wanted to schedule a meeting with them? How do you want to proceed on that?
Yes, let's have a meeting and see what our options are.
And would that be an open session? Is that personnel benefits? Is that something we should do an executive?
Maybe an ad question.
Do you want it here at a regular select board meeting or a separate time?
I think we could actually have that in open session because you're not speaking about an individual.
No.
So yeah, if they have
Makes
someone
sense.
that was available to come to a regular select board meeting that could speak in public, because that's all public information, we'd be happy to have.
Okay.
Sounded like she was very willing. She's just quite a comedian. Yeah.
We're just trying to play into the future.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes. Minutes from the 19th.
Okay, has everyone had a chance to read the minutes?
Yes,
Make a motion, Chris.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, Richard seconds. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Okay. Sue mentioned dog fees. We've licensed just about 100 dogs already, only about 800 more dogs. But that is going well. It is $13 or $17 if they are not altered. And $5 from every dog does go to the state for state rabies programs. The rest stays with the town to offset our expenses with animal control, their nailings, tags, all of that. It is not a money-making operation by any means. Our clinic will be on the 25th of March. And we'll be at the arena from 9 to noon. Highgate residents from 9 to 10. And anyone from other towns that wants to vaccinate their pets at a very reasonable cost can join us from 10 to 12. We have quite a few town meeting updates. Shelley touched on the town reports. They are here at the town office in the front lobby or at the Dropbox location. They are at DeSorcy's, McEwen's, Martin's store, the arena, or the library. We should have a PDF on the website
I would say
soon.
yeah, next week probably.
Or you can call to have one mailed to you. I have mailed several to our snowbirds in Florida. Just give us a call. We're happy to send you one. Our cover pictures are beautiful. Thank you, Natasha Carr from Defining Moments Photography. She's a Highgate native and she helped us out with the pictures. And our town report dedication was to Dennis Nolan this year. And he was very surprised. He came in to pick up books and I thought he had seen it. He had not. I was like, did you like the books? He said, I haven't looked at them yet. I said, well, you might wanna. He was very surprised, which is what we like to see. So his one of his daughters helped put it together. So thank you to his family for that. We are starting at 9 o'clock this year on the floor at the school. I did reach out to Gary with the fire department, and he said he would discuss it at their business meeting, which I think would be this coming Monday.
Yeah.
Okay. If they would facilitate that for us, because I can't do it. So if they can sit at a table and sell pastries and coffee or whatever, hard to say how many to plan for. I got no idea if it'll be 50 or 150. I don't know. So Australian ballot voting will be 7 to 7 also at the school. Our town ballots are ordered. It's sparse on the ballot. We have 8 positions on the ballot. We have 5 uncontested races and 3 positions that no one is running for at all. So people could do a write-in campaign for those. We have the moderator position for the ensuing year, a lister position, and a 3-year term select board position that no one is running for. So if no one gets enough write-ins, you'll be looking at doing appointments after town meeting. Our info session will be March 2nd at our regular select board meeting. There'll be a Zoom link. So people can also watch it on our website or on Northwest Access channel following the meeting in plenty of time before town meeting day. Should have ballots, hoping by the middle of next week. For anybody that wants to order absentee ballots, I already have a pretty long list already. So call, email me, stop by, use the My Voter page. There'll be 3 ballots, your town ballot for elected officials, Northwest Solid Waste District bond vote, and the school ballot. There's a long list of appointed positions for after town meeting day. I did post that the other day. Do I have a copy of it? I don't know. Yes, I do. It's long. Tree warden, animal control officer, assistant animal control officer, deputy health officer, Northwest Solid Waste District rep, 2 Northwest Regional Planning Commission reps, transportation advisory, tax collector, road commissioner, fire commissioner, 2 development review board, 2 planning commission. We got 5 rec members terms up, village core, and communication unions district. So anybody that's interested in getting appointed to any of those positions, I'm asking for letters of interest by March 9th for the appointments to happen on the 16th.
Remind me, I received a letter from Ray Collin.
About rec?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And
Remember to forward it to.
what's that?
I'll try to remember to forward it.
Okay. I'll make a note right here. And the governor did sign H42, which puts provisions back in place for towns that didn't want to go on the floor, that wanted to move to the ballot. We had already moved forward with being back on the floor, which I think for us was the right thing to do. It also allows changes to open meeting law provisions, most notably the ability to hold virtual only meetings. So that's an option if we get to a point where things spike or hard to say. I think that's it for town meeting, unless anybody has any questions for me. The only other thing I have for you is several liquor license renewals.
Okay.
So you'll have to move into that board.
Heidi,
Sir,
didn't you, trying to think, didn't you mention to me something about, well, about an article or something? Yeah.
an article for town meeting
Yes.
about,
You wanted to ask Karen?
Oh, yeah, it's about a letter.
Yeah.
In the packet, I saw it.
oh, no, I was just wondering if the select board wanted to write a letter just explaining that issue was up for a vote, the issue of moving things to a ballot or keeping them from the floor so that people would know. So the question was, does the select board want to write a letter to the paper or something to circulate, just letting people know that maybe don't watch these meetings, that there's,
Right.
it's a significant vote. We did it, we figured that out. It wasn't easy.
Reading it in the packet.
I did not, so it's good you were here.
Right, from 8 words. Okay. So make a motion to exit the regular select board meeting and enter into the liquor control board. Only that motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Aye.
Okay. We have. And again, this is the new system, so I just need you to make motions on these and then I go into the system and approve them. The first one is Martin's General Store. It is a 1-year renewal on a second class liquor license. Liquor store.
Okay. Do I have a motion to? I'll make that motion. Okay.
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Thank you. The second one is for RL Valley, which is the Irving Station Village Market second class.
Okay, do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
All right, and the last one I have is Tyler Place. They have 4 total. They have a first class hotel license, a third class hotel license, and 2 outside consumption.
Okay, do I have a motion for the Tyler?
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye.
That's it.
Okay, I make a motion to exit the liquor control board and re-enter the Highgate Selectboard meeting. Second. All those in favor say aye.
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 That's it for me.
Okay. Aye.
Starting out with the Climate Systems contract for preventive maintenance on the municipal office HVAC system. We've been with them for a few years and the price is the same as last year, so.
Yes, well, apparently I watched too much TV because as soon as I saw CSI, I'm like, oh my God, I'm a murder here. Gotta have CSI chief. So anyway. Do we have a motion to sign the contract for the HVAC system?
I'll make that motion.
All those in favor say aye. 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 Okay.
So the next thing was the Macy Road contracts that I put in the last packet. I had planned to be here to explain it, so I did a pretty poor job of explaining it in the packet, but so at the one at the 1-5 meeting, I put that whole package of $44,557 in there, 4 separate contracts. We originally asked for it that way to try and avoid going over the $100,000 contract limit that then would make the town pay 100%. VTrans doesn't view that as legitimate, as trying to separate them out. So you're going to exceed the contract amount anyway. We talked about alternative ideas for funding that. But since we don't need to break it out, there's no value in doing that. I would very much appreciate having those contracts taken back under DeWolf's guidance. If we keep them separate, that would trigger us needing to put them each out to bid, going through that bid process for each one of those contracts. So for that those additional services, DeWolf is asking for $5,308 for that. So considering all the projects we have going on, I would really think that would be a valuable shift for us to take that on.
Yeah. Richard, are you good with that? Yeah. Chris, are you good with that?
I'm good with that.
Okay, you want to make a motion?
So move.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much. And then I just wanted to check in with you about, excuse me, about several of the road issues. I did have a chance to connect with Richard, and Butch has been putting some time in on these as well. I'll just touch on the Country Club Road issue. We had a problem with the turnaround the plow's been using for years. It's no longer viable. The homeowners would like us not to do that. So we reached out to the state, and they are willing to allow us to construct one on the state side of Country Club Road. So there's a sketch. I don't think it made it into the packet, but I put one on there on the table. So Butch and I met up there with Tyler Billingsley, the engineer, and he came up with that approximation based on where the guys would like the turnaround to be. We just have to go back and make sure we're avoiding the neighbor's pins on there. But and Public Works would do the work, and they think they have enough fill maybe to complete it. So it should be a very low cost project.
And that's agreeable to the bus company.
We invited the bus company to the site visit, and they did not come. So I'm assuming if it works for the plow, it'll work for the school bus. So there'll be $100 permit fee. We'll have to submit for an 1111 permit to the state. And then if they grant that, which they thought they would, we spoke with them about it already. We could construct, but just pending bat season, bat nesting season, we can't cut trees. So the timing might be tricky, but hopefully we'll be able to complete it this summer.
Okay.
So we'll move forward with that.
All right.
And I was looking for maybe a person from the select board who might be willing to be the point person in discussing a potential easement over the cul-de-sac on the Gagne Road to really give the town permission to do that. You don't have any real right on that road. And we figured that out when AOT took that mileage away from us because it's not a town road. Part of it is owned by the landowners. That plat for that cul-de-sac is in your packet. And
Is the cul-de-sac itself that we don't own?
just a portion of it. There's a plan in there. It's a very tiny segment. It's not really viable to upgrade it to a class 3. It's a little too narrow and it's got some obstructions, so you wouldn't be able to claim it as a part of your mileage, but it is just that little tiny narrow piece.
Isn't that owns it?
Yes.
Think so.
You plow the road now, Butch? Father, I didn't know if we were throwing out names. Right, the dad that owns, not the daughter that lives in the cul-de-sac.
You wanna approach some? Yeah. You can do that, that would be lovely. Yeah, I can do that. Okay.
Thank you. A similar situation is going on the Rayham Road. They have a lovely turnaround, only it's never really been owned by the town. So, which was hopeful we could move towards having an actual easement that would be secured for the future. So that would also involve a conversation with the landowner. Is that something they want to do? So when you're out and about chatting, Richard, is that someone else?
Yeah.
Chat? Awesome.
Yeah, reach something up.
Is that a private landowner, Heidi, or is that Vermont Fish and Wildlife down there?
On Rayham Road, no, we believe it's a private.
That was private.
Yeah, it's not. It's
the end.
no, not quite.
He's out with a barn, there's a barn down there.
Yeah.
It's right to that barn. Yeah.
Are you related to this person?
I think it changed hands.
Oh.
You guys,
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the hungry ones are.
But
My understanding was that not a legal right of way and talked to the family member, they said they didn't. And didn't check.
Was that upset family member who didn't want the town to use it, or?
No, it just, you know, I approached him to,
Right.
double check, and to my surprise, it said it wasn't ever. Not in favor.
Yeah. Well, maybe you'll take a look with you. I don't know, I'm just thinking that. Yeah, there you go.
Road issues. We got plenty of road issues lately. So when they did some work, when the state did some work down by our road that goes out to the municipal disposal facility, we found out that we don't have a dedicated crossing on the railroad there. So the attorney is just recommending that we go through the process of requesting that from the state. So I can start that process if you, otherwise we can just keep doing what we're doing.
We probably should make it nice and legal, because you never know in the future. Might have a hair. Upset.
Agreed. So that's pretty much it, other than I just wanted to start the conversation about upcoming AOT grants. Letters out and they're due by April 15th. So we have to think about what our next projects would be for class 2 roads and structures grants. So we'll be working on that and getting something to you to submit by that deadline. And I think that's it for me.
Yeah, so back on to the road issue. So So we've had a request from Pete Pocket to take over the Quarry Lane private road. For me, I'm not too excited to take over too many more roads. We talked about this before. So at this time, I would say thank you, but no thank you. Rudy. Chris?
Yeah, I agree with that. You know, I think in this day and age, we try to want to keep our costs to taxpayers down as much as we can.
Yeah. I think at this time we're full up, and we certainly wouldn't want to take over the road in the middle of the winter. Just screws everybody up, and just one more headache you don't really need to have. So this time we will bypass that request.
Okay.
You have anything else for the select board? No. Do you have anything for the select board, Chris?
I don't.
Okay. The only thing I have is just a comment. It was a sad occasion this week at the Albert School where parents had to have a fight over a middle school basketball game. We have an arena here, and I've been told that this year has been the worst for offenses as far as parents and bad behavior. As a select board member, I would say that that's not allowed here. That here we expect you to behave yourselves. We expect your children to behave yourselves. If that comes to a point where that has incidents happening, I would be in favor of limiting the access to the arena for parents. It's shameful. I'm not exactly sure what the heck is going on in this world, but you have an obligation to teach your children how to deal with their feelings, and you have an obligation to teach young people that that is not the answer. We are better than that, people. Show it. In this community, I'd like to think that we look after our neighbors. We look after those that are not as strong or as healthy as we are. And we don't fight over stupid stuff. So please think about your children, other people's children. Think about the consequences of your actions. There always are some. I feel the most upset about the children in Everett. They didn't deserve that. The adults, I could care less, but the children did not deserve that. And I'd like the select board to make sure it doesn't happen at the Highgate Arena. The rec committee is all over that. Maha is all over that, and the high schools are all over that. But just as a horrible warning, don't pull that crap here. Be better people. I know you can be. And entertain a motion to exit the regular select board meeting.
I'm sorry, I have just one more thing I forgot. I had put the TIF district, the project-based TIF information in your packet. They're actually in a hurry to get some feedback from towns, and they're asking towns to be proactive this year. This is the first year they've tried to push through a project-based TIF in the legislature. And there's always been some reason that it was shot down, and there's a lot of towns that are very interested in it. and they really want municipal interaction on that topic. So they sent a draft letter. I kind of combed it down a little bit and made it about Highgate. The project-based TIF is a very downsized version of the tax increment financing district that St. Albans utilized to build their infrastructure. And it would be a funding tool to help a small town. It would be for one project with a limited number of affected parcels, nothing like the larger TIFs. So it could be a useful tool for, I use the example of a phase 2 for the water and sewer. If the town was ever interested in doing that, it'd be a great asset.
Okay. You have a chance to look that over? Oh. Have you had a chance to look that over, Chris?
I did.
Okay. Are you on board with that?
I am.
Okay. No. Okay. Chris, would you like to make a motion to sign this letter?
So moved.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, anything else? Okay. Take a motion to exit regular select board meeting. Do we have anything for executive?
I don't believe so.
Okay, so no executive tonight, so that will be the end of our evening. Rest formally tomorrow and good luck with the cold weather. Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.